Okay, folks, in this tab, we're going to cover the Get Group Member Data, and this will be the final tab that we will cover. Now, you can do this one of two ways. You can gather group members data using the search term, or you can gather that data from the open groups list, okay? So, if you want to grab this data, this group member data from search term, you would select this option in the drop down. You would come over here and select how fast you want to gather this data. I always choose average. And then you put your search term in. So let's say if our search term was MLM, all right? And we just need to save this data somewhere when we do collect it. So we would choose a .txt file, and I usually save this to my desktop. So we would just choose that here, and then it would populate there. And then we would hit the start button, okay? Now, when we hit the start button, the group data, member data is going to be saved. You pull this up here. You're going to have group member data is going to be in this folder here. So one more time, you come over here to the folder that houses your software. Come over here where it says FB Groups Poster Folders, and where it says Save List of Group Members Data. You open that up, and you have your two options. Your option is a search term here, and then the other one would be gather group member data using open groups list, which would be by group name. Okay, so let's talk about the search term option. This here, make sure we're on the right one. This here has a master list, and it also saves your data by the search term, and what it's going to gather is phenomenal. Nobody else has this that I know of. So when it's grabbing the group data, okay, group member data is grabbing their first name, first and last name, and middle if they have it. It's going to grab their Facebook email address. And this is critical, folks. Why is this critical? Because Facebook recently made some changes where if you send an email to the Facebook email address on file, it's going to go to the Facebook, it's going to go to the email address they have on file with Facebook, which means it's going to their inbox. So that's very critical, folks. So you can send an email to this email address, and it's going to reach their inbox. And that's, I mean, you know, people in Facebook, the majority of them are using Facebook for business or social purposes or what have you. So they have their real information in there. It's not like this is some fake site or something. Facebook is a site that people use daily for, I would say for most individuals. Most people at least log in once a day. And they're using their real email address to log into Facebook. And that's the minority, which is us marketers, that are using this to basically promote our opportunities and stuff. So anyway, you have the actual username, Facebook username. You have the URL of their profile with their username on the end, of course. And then you have the UID of the actual member. So I mean, this is critical, folks. You can compile all this data, and then you could go use an Excel, Microsoft Excel, turn this into a spreadsheet, and really have all this data at your fingertips. And if you know exactly what to do with it, you could really do some damage. You can, so I mean, you have a master list here where you're gathering all the data of all these different search terms. Pretty powerful stuff. And yeah, as long as the software is open, it's going to continue. If you continue to do queries, it's going to continue to gather this data. As you can see, I was just doing some testing some different things out, and yeah, it's pretty powerful stuff. So once you start using this, you'll see exactly what you can do with it if you're thinking outside the box. I actually plan on building in a mailer where you're able to mail these email addresses right from software. That's something I'm going to try to implement in the software if the software can take it. If there's not too much data, if it's overkill. And I'm also going to try to add one more function within the software as well. It's going to be very critical. So hopefully I have these updates out in May. I'm just trying to push this out right now and get everything worked out with this software first before I focus on the next version, and then that next version will complete everything. So, but that's it for this option here for the search term. Next, you have the option here where you can gather group members data using the open groups list. So if you've compiled a groups list here, you can bring that over, and we're talking about open groups, that is, you can bring that over and plug that data in here where it says open groups list upload as a .txt, and instead of putting in a search term, you would be plugging in the groups list that you've gathered, and it would gather the data, and it would create it would add all this data to the master file, as well as creating a document that has the group name and all of the members' data by group name. Pretty powerful stuff. So as we open this up, same data, you have the first name, the first and middle and last name, Facebook email address, Facebook username, the URL of the individual, and then their individual UID. So pretty powerful stuff. So as long as you have the software open, it's going to continue to add all this data to the master list. If you close the software, basically the master list will start over. So you can do 100 queries and this will stay open, and the master list will be massive, be huge. And if you want to clear that master list for either grabbing the group members data by search term or the group name, you just click this button and it would clear the list once you start the software again. Master list would just start over. So anyway, folks, that's it for this video, and all the videos is giving you a high-level overview of the software. I'll be making some more videos that are a lot more detailed, and so you can see the software actually working and running. So other than that, that's it for this video, and I know you're going to have fun using the software, and I definitely appreciate you being a customer. So that's it, folks.